Okay, so in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Trading212, and in particular we're going to be looking at how you can buy stocks and different ETFs on the app. So if that sounds good to you, if you could take a second to drop a like on this video, that'd be very much appreciated. So the first step is obviously to sign up for the platform. Down in the description below you'll see a link, and that link, if you sign up using that, can get you one free share up to the value of $100. But let's assume all that is out of the way and you're signed up and ready to go. So I've just pulled up on my phone here, and I'll put it on the screen here as well so you guys can see what's actually happening. So you'll get something like this. Probably your balance will be zero when you just start off, so we'll look at how you deposit now as well. But you'll probably start off on this page right here. So if we go down to the settings tab, just down the bottom right here, we can see we kind of have a menu and list of things here, and in quite big letters we can see deposit funds. So that's obviously the first thing we'll have to do, is get money into our deposit account. So we just go ahead and click deposit funds, and then it'll bring up your select payment method here. So as you can see here, it has the bank transfer up the top, and it indicates that is free. And then we can also see you can use your debit card, you can use Apple Pay, or you can use Skrill as well. Now, important to note here, Trading212 have recently brought in fees on using your debit card or Apple Pay. And as you can see here, it says anything once you go beyond €2,000 will have a 0.7% fee applied. Not a massive fee, but still, you don't want to be cutting into your profits unnecessarily. So I'd recommend to use the bank transfer wherever possible. Now, do keep in mind, bank transfers take probably 1 to 3 days in order for that money to reach the account. So if you want to really take advantage of a dip or something, you might want to go ahead and incur the 0.7% fee and use the debit card method. But as I said, where possible, you should try use your bank transfer. Okay, so let's go ahead and assume that we've deposited the funds, and now we're looking to buy a stock. So what we need to do is go into this little magnifying glass here, this little search icon, and what we can do is we can make use of some of the things on screen here. You can see they have like a most popular. These are some of the stocks that people are obviously buying at the minute. We have some dividend paying stocks. So some helpful links right there, and they also have some ones like low volatility if your risk preference is quite low, and if you're feeling a little bit risky, feeling lucky, you can go ahead and check out the high volatility ones there as well. What we'll do is just search for a specific stock, which is what I assume most people will be doing. So let's go ahead and take a look for Tesla. So that's probably one people are going to have a look at. So if we type Tesla in here, just the words Tesla, not the ticker symbol, we'll see this looks a little bit confusing here. So it's pulled up everything that's available with Tesla in the name. So we can see like -1x Tesla. This can be very confusing for people just starting off. So what you need to do in this occasion is come down to the one that is on either the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. If you're ever confused about what stock that you're looking for, what exchange that's on, you can just type it into Google, and that won't bring up any of these like 2x, 1x things. That'll just tell you what exchange it is on and the ticker that it is as well. So to avoid this, what we could actually do is just type the ticker. If we just do TSLA, you can see that brings up Tesla there as well. But just keep in mind, all these 1x, 2x things, if you're just starting off, don't worry about them. Just look for the company at the bottom here that has Tesla and is on the right exchange. So again, just to summarize there, if you just type into Google, like Tesla for example, Tesla stock, it'll give you the exact ticker that you need, and then you can go ahead and put that in here, and that will be helpful. So let's continue with this example and just get Tesla up again. We'll do the ticker this time. Go ahead and click Tesla, and then you'll see we have two big buy and sell buttons right now. So for me right now, I'm recording this video at a weekend, so the market is currently closed. But if we click that market close thing right here, this is a handy feature. It actually shows you when the market is open again. So I'm recording this on a Sunday, and you can see that the market will open again on Monday, and you can see the times it opens here. So for me, it's 2:30 GMT time, and they close at about 9 o'clock GMT time as well. But even though the markets are closed right now, I can still bring you guys through this example, so not to worry. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that we want to buy a stock. What are our options? So we click the buy button. Then you can see we have market, limit, stop, and stop limit. Let's go ahead and look at the market one first. Market price means essentially, if I were to place this buy order right now, whatever price the stock is at when the market opens on Monday, that is what the order will fulfill at. And if the market was open at the time of placing it, it would just buy it at the best available price straight away. So that's what a market is. It basically just buys a market order, it buys it at the market price. So there's a handy little scroll wheel here. I currently have about like €200 spare cash, I think, in this portfolio at the minute. So you can see once I kind of scroll up here, it says these funds are available up to like, I don't know, 250 I think I have in the account at the minute. So normally if you scroll to the end of this, it'll show you your max funds. But you can see there it goes red for me. So I've obviously gone a little bit over what I have. So let's pull that back a little bit. Okay, don't have that much buying power. Okay, so 219. So what I could do is click review order here, and then I could just click send buy order. You can see it's also commission free. Trading212 is a commission free trading platform. I won't do that right now. I don't want to buy Tesla at this price currently, but that's how you do that one. So now let's take a look at the limit order. So for these, you can't actually buy a fractional share on a limit order. It has to be at least one full share. So let's go ahead and put in one share right here. You can see that roughly translates to €707. and then I obviously don't have that much in the account right now to spare, so that's why it's coming up red for me. But what we would then do is set the limit price. So let's say if the price is currently 852, we're going to try to take advantage of if it dips, and we're going to say at $848 buy 1 share. You can see that the price is updated in euro as well, what it will approximately cost, so about 703 euro. Then we can see the expiration down here as well. This currently says end of day. We can go ahead and pick G2C, which means good till closed. So obviously end of day means at the end of that market day. If the limit order has not been fulfilled, it will expire. But if you leave it at good till end, it will expire obviously when it is closed, or unless you cancel it in that time. So if it ever reaches 848 and you have this at good till closed, it will go ahead and fulfill that order for you when that does occur. You can cancel the limit orders as well, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Next up, we have a stop buy, and this essentially means that you set a price here. So for example, 860. So once it gets to 860, it will start buying things above that price. And then the stop limit is basically if you set 860 as the stop, and then you set the limit price as 880, it will buy within that range right there. And again, has the same expiration options. But if you're just starting out, I think the market and the limit orders are all you really need. They're the ones I use. So I'm just going to jump into a stock here to show you how to cancel if you put in limit buys. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go limit. I just picked a cheap enough share right now. We'll say $22, and then we'll say good till closed. So if we go ahead and review that order, okay, that'll be fine. Send buy order. If we just scroll down slightly here, you can see our pending orders, and what you need to do is just click that X right there and then click cancel. Now keep in mind, if you do a market order, you probably won't, and the market is open, you probably won't be able to cancel the order like I've just done here. This is more for if you're placing it out of hours and you decide to change your mind, then you can always come back and close it. Or if you do a good till closed and it's not looking like it's going to get filled, then you can cancel it there as well. A good thing to note is that your funds don't get tied up in this. So for example, this one right here would cost me about $44. That wouldn't allow me to not spend that $44. I could still go ahead and spend that, and then if I had no money left in my account when I tried to fulfill this order, obviously it just wouldn't get fulfilled then. Okay, so now let's cover off if you want to invest in, let's say, the S&P 500. So again, you just come to this little magnifying glass search icon, you click ETFs. Again, you can check some of the most popular ones here. So we'll go ahead and pick one out here. So we can see the FTSE 100 there. Let's see if we can find an S&P 500. We'll use this one here, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So we just click on that, and then we go ahead and click buy, and it works similar to the other one as well. I don't have a sell option here because I don't own any of this stock at the minute, but once you've bought some, that sell option will appear for you. I will have a video coming as well on how you can sell stocks and also withdraw from your Trading212 account as well. This video is already going to be long enough, I'd say, so I'm just going to split this up into a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the pie functionality that Trading212 offers as well. And this essentially allows you to put a lot of stocks into a basket and then basically buy them in just a couple of clicks. So let's go ahead and show you how that one works. So if I go to the kind of pie logo down here at the bottom, we'll just flick over to the pie part. And then we can see that I already have 3 pies made here, but I'll just create a fresh one from scratch to show you guys how it's done. So just go ahead and click this plus icon down the bottom. And then we have to go ahead and pick a couple of stocks. So for this one, I'll use just 5 stocks. Let me just go ahead and pick one. Okay, so I've just picked a couple of stocks here just to show as an example. So I've selected 5 of them there. And so basically just search them, clicked add, and then I go to this bottom arrow down here. And then it'll show my pie here. It says based on the 5-year historical market performance, these stocks have returned 58.7%, which is not too bad. I wouldn't take this as an indication of what you can expect in the future from these stocks, but I don't know, it's just a little bit of nice information to know. You can see the minimum investment that you have to make when you're creating one of these pies is €5 as well, because I have 5 different slices in here. And as I mentioned previously, you need to put at least €1 into each stock that you buy. Okay, so you can see that the pie is equally weighted amongst each of these 5 stocks at 20%. And if I start to move Etsy, for example, up to, let's say, 30%, you can see that this indicator here, I'll put a little red box beside it on the screen, but that says 110% now, so that won't allow me to proceed. So you need to make sure your pie is balanced to 100%. So give me a second and I'll just mess around with some of these percentages here. Okay, so I messed around with them percentages a little bit, and they're completely random now. There's no research gone into how I split up this. It will obviously depend on your risk appetite and how much you like each of these companies, but I just wanted to do a random one to show basically. So you can see I've even in some as 1% there and all the way up to 40% there as well. By the way, for anyone wondering, you can have 100 stocks in each pie, so you can basically make your own kind of little index fund there, so it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and click next here, and then it will say a couple of things like, do you want to automatically invest in this, set up a schedule, but I normally go with with normal there, or manual should I say. You can call the pie whatever. I'll just call this test pie. And you can also put a cool little icon in here as well. So let's say you're saving for a house or something, you could put the house logo. You can go ahead and create the pie then. And then it'll be here in your pie library. So then you can go ahead and click it. You can click invest, and then you can start to put some money in, and then just click buy, and it will show you the percentages that it will buy there, and that's based on obviously what you set it at when you were creating your pie. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. It was just essentially showing you guys how you can deposit your money and how to buy stocks and ETFs on Trading212. If you enjoyed this video and you could take a second to drop a like on it, it'd be very much appreciated. If there's any other questions around buying the stocks, make sure you do comment them below. And as I said, I'll have a video coming shortly on how you can sell your stocks and also withdraw from your Trading212 account. If you enjoyed the content as well and you could hit that subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.